Tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
It's a soul and it's like...
Yeah.
What up, AfterBuzzers? It's your boy, DJ Jesse Janedy, here in studio for the Real Housewives of Atlanta after show. I'm joined in studio by Miss Pink.
Hello, lovers.
You know, someone was like, wait, is that her real name? I was like, oh, wait, do you know Pink? This was like a couple days ago. They were like, wait, you call her that?
Everyone,
That's
like, I
so
told my mom the
cool.
other
They thought it
day.
was so
I told my
cool.
mom the other day, I was like, I feel like I've lost my name. Like, I feel like now I'm
When
Pink.
you're around me,
yeah,
for
everyone's
sure.
like, Pink, Pink, Pink. Especially you started it.
I did. Woo! Trendsetter, sorry. Also, we got Miss Courtney Stewart.
What's up, y'all?
Hey.
Hey,
We'll be like,
Hey.
and so we picked this song for y'all because the episode title is "Where is the Love
Where
Boat?"
is the love?
The love
Where
boat.
did it
Boat.
go? The boat.
Ships done sunk
Ship
like the
done
Titanic.
Can't do these headphones.
I know mine are falling off today. Somebody with a fat head had these
completely smush the
on.
fro
And not
try
a
to
fat
shove 'em
head
up
that I
here.
like.
I can't use my hand.
Not the type of fat head that I like,
No.
or Jesse likes, or Courtney likes.
Whoa.
Can't
Sorry.
just be the head
What?
though.
I'm saying someone with the fat.
Yeah, I have an issue
We don't
with
want
that.
lollipops.
Why?
We don't want
Like
lollipops.
some people be having lollipops. I'm just like,
don't want a lollipop.
Well, no
don't-
lollipops.
it'd be looking like it'd be
said
looking
we
like a
don't want a
it'd be looking like a
blow-pop.
plunger, and I'm like,
Run.
Not cute. That ain't
No,
cute.
we
That ain't
need
cute.
some even.
That it needs to be evenly distributed.
when I see that, I'd be like, I'm topping it.
Shut up.
All right, I'm just kidding. All right, so let's talk about it. So
Episode.
all the girls met up with each other.
They did.
And they decided to give their recollection of what happened on the boat.
Right.
We got Portia, Mom, and Shamia.
That was funny.
And, you know, it just came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
I'm confused. Portia said, I'm confused by the amount of anger that Cynthia had, which is fair.
Yeah.
That's actually, I think that's a fair question.
I agreed with it.
Because that was very much out of Cynthia. Even Cynthia has admitted to that.
Mm-hmm.
And Portia did say she apologized to Cynthia on the boat, and you definitely did not apologize.
Unless we didn't see that, because I was
Maybe.
like, hold
True.
on.
That's
and I
possible.
kind of feel like she probably said, if you felt that I
Which
did
is not
this,
an apology.
which is not an
It's
apology.
pouring-
But when we saw the replays of Portia's
That's a
apologies,
Portia apology.
it's always, if you felt like.
Yeah. Which
And
is
that's
right.
not real.
I apologize if you felt
I know you going through it, and I've been there, and did it like you changed it all about everything else instead of just like, bitch, I don't know what you mad at. I'm sorry I said bitch, but I apologize and be done with it. No,
Right.
No.
but
She was very dramatic and crying with her mama.
yeah.
And
She
Shamia
came
was
to tears.
driving me literally wig so tight, squeezing the brain.
Why?
Insane.
I was good with Shamia.
Because I feel like she's just too much. She's trying to put on too much. And she's like, oh, auntie here. Hey, auntie. And it's
like, are you really cousins?
yeah, and I hate like when people like, you know, you just meet and
Yeah.
then they want like they're like you're friends with them and then you introduce them to your family and they're like, hey mama, so no, don't be calling my mom mom.
Well, we don't know what their relationship
But
is.
still, it's just she's putting on too much.
Well, I give her credit though, because at least when we came into the episode, they were still in the fight, and you know Portia getting humped on by the producer and all of that.
She
Shamia
tried to
was
pull her.
actually, even when the fight was getting started, because I watched it like 4 times.
So
You
did
had
I.
to.
I
gotta
couldn't
get this
hear what they were
down.
saying.
And you had to pick like
And-
because they were doing so much A&R, like it would be like someone's voice, and you're like,
Somebody
who is
else's voice
that?
was layering and whatever. But what
For
I saw,
everyone who don't want us to talk about the producers and the
Producers,
editing.
sorry.
It even sounded like Nene was there at one point.
using Nene's
Did
voice.
you hear that?
Could you imagine?
I was like, whoa.
Nah, but Shamia was like on top of her friend for real, because she checked Portia. Portia started the point directly into the face.
And she grabbed her.
And she grabbed her hand and pulled her up and was like, Portia, you know where you going. And I was like, oh, Shamia her friend for real, because she know this girl about to act a fool. And she couldn't stop her. But yeah, I was like, okay, I'm team Shamia now. I'm good.
Shamia was cool. You know, the thing about this show, it's so interesting to me, is that we watch this show that builds women up to tear themselves apart. Like literally, Kenya was given a platform to bring these girls together, and they all had fun. That's the thing. And I have to say, this was one of my favorite episodes, because I just felt like, well, these past 2 episodes are one of my favorite, because we got to see the girls all have fun together on different levels. You have someone like Kim and Portia on the same boat. Yeah. Like, it just is, I don't know. I really liked everybody kind of coming together. Then the fight happens. And the fight didn't have to happen. It all stemmed from Kenya not being the center of attention. Wait, people are acknowledging Shamia now. People are wanting to hang out with her. No, she needs to get off of the boat. And I have to say, as much as I was ragging on Kim and all that, I live for Kim.
So do I. I
love Kim. She is like the show to me, because she's like, what is going on? She's going to check everybody.
Yes.
Oh my God.
She brought it all together, and she made everyone kind of like humanize themselves.
It makes me feel normal watching the show.
Oh my gosh, like, this is not okay if this is how women are behaving. And what really put me over is that she was like, when they watch this back, they are going to be so because there's no one in the world that's gotten in a fight with someone and they don't think when they watch it back, like, they feel kind of remorseful or stupid.
Silly.
Yeah,
like, you let it get that far, especially when you toss drunk. And side note, thank you, Kim. But Candy, who kept trying to go over and check on Portia, who's like doing backflips over a producer, girl, you was pregnant. Why do you think you can intervene in any of that? So I was like, Candy.
I don't think Portia would have tried to hurt her.
No, but you don't know what was, because look at it. Carlos, the producer was on top of her, and her legs are flailing all around. Like, what if Candy just went over? You know what I mean? Like, it's just like,
you got a belly sticking out, girl. You don't go near none of that.
As soon as the arguing happened, Candy should have walked left, like, been like, where's that rowboat? Where's the damn rowboat? Put me on the rowboat. Just like she left the other whatever. As soon as it started getting hyphy, she was like, I'm out of here. It's too hot.
Yeah, or lock yourself in a room because you don't know what they're doing.
Where Tammy was at.
Exactly.
She pregnant. She can't be dealing with all that. After watching the fight back so many times, I have to say it is 100% both of their faults.
Yes.
I mean, it was just, it's one of those situations. I've had it before with a friend. You know, you're drunk. We've had it before with someone that we don't appreciate.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
But that's fine.
We need Black Jesus.
Girl, that's for a late night AFTERBUZZ confession, that one.
Right.
But... You know, I think that this one and that one had more motive. This one didn't have any motive behind it. I think that was where the embarrassment comes from.
Well, the motive was
Cynthia
alcohol.
was drunk. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, the who bitch, the what bitch. I mean, I would like to know. Obviously, I don't know. I kept wanting to go back to why is Cynthia mad, but I thought that was really cool when Peter came to her and said, "What's the real issue?"
Yeah, I felt like this episode was actually really seeing people's individual, like, inside of who they really are.
Like, they're finally owning. Some of them are finally like admitting to some of the fighting, the bitchiness and cattiness. I saw this interesting article that said, let's get rid of the word bitch between Portia and Cynthia. I think that would be interesting. I mean, I wish I could. I'd be trying, y'all.
You'd be trying.
I'd be trying. Then I'll wake up in the morning, I'll be like, I'm not going to use the word bitch today. And then by 11:45, I don't watch The View, Wendy. I'm like, bitch.
I don't think that was the issue. I actually think it's only further proof that they ain't friends for real.
Ooh.
And so... on the surface, like, we're playing friends, but if you always kind of got a little shade going on the side, like, you know that bitch ain't your friend for real. So as soon as it might possibly not be the safe bitch word, it immediately gets taken to the next level. And I just feel like it's just proof they ain't friends for real, and that's why that junk got crazy. Because if they were friends for real, Cynthia popped off, and everybody can see that girl emotional about nothing.
Yeah.
Portia could have sucked that down and squashed the whole thing and chose not to because she still had to dig just a little bit. Like, I know you really going through it and da-da-da. Like, you don't say that when the person is angry because all you're doing is pouring kerosene on the fire.
Yeah.
You put the fire out and then you deal with whatever emotional issues she got going on and let her face that. But they weren't trying to do that.
The anger for me that I saw that made me kind of in it. Kind of chuckle because you've been there before and it's kind of like, oh, Cynthia, like, is when because Portia did have her hands in Cynthia's face, and well, they both were, but
because one was gesturing and then Portia got like
Portia went around her and put her hand in the face,
pointed her out,
and Cynthia, you saw the drunkenness. Like, I love seeing a drunk person get like feel disrespected because they go.
Yeah.
And she like grabbed her finger and she like wanted to snap her finger so bad.
Yeah. But what really got me was to me, I feel like Kenya and Portia aren't really friends. So
period at all. So don't invite your friend who's gonna already have animosity towards this person that you mutually aren't gonna like. You mutually don't like each other, and your friend who's trying to put on too much is gonna throw little digs at
her bringing Shamia.
Yeah, bringing Shamia. So then when we see the fight go down, as soon as it happens, King is like, I told you guys, she rabbit crazy. She's like a rabbit dog. Both of them.
But she can say that, but at the end of the day, Shamia, I think, handled the situation pretty cool. She was trying to calm Portia down. She wasn't overstepping and like, you know, some people overstep and like start touching Cynthia too. Like, she was focused on Portia. I think she felt
guilty because her friend is now fighting for her over something.
She should feel guilty. Kenya should feel guilty
over so stupid.
Yes, 100% agreed.
Her friend, now Portia is having to defend her friend over something that stemmed from her.
Yeah.
So now it's like, I would feel guilty, like I just blew, like I didn't have to be here. I could have been left.
I don't think none of them should have felt guilty because in the end, Portia got out of physical control. And that is completely it's completely on her. Like the same way we might have felt good about the fact that everybody wanted Kenya to get slapped at that reunion and maybe thought on a certain level she deserved it. But in the end, Portia is completely responsible.
Well, Portia basically was doing what Kenya was doing. I mean,
she made herself look just as bad. Like, we want you to win, Portia. That's not how you win. You can be in her face, you can cuss up and down, but as soon as you stand up and you start a fight,
all makes sense to us, but at the end of the day, we've all been drunk and we've all gotten out of character, and that's what it boils down to, was alcohol.
Yeah. And Cynthia acknowledged that, and I don't know, Portia did whatever she was doing. We'll talk about that a little later. But
she was crying. I
loved Kim.
She was like, and I was there to support her.
And she wants to bring me down with her failed businesses.
Which it was a flip flop because I went back.
Yeah, and I was like, girl, that was whoever jumped on your stomach and was humping you to try to keep you down. His pack and all, whatever he
or
had
his
going.
belt
his
or
belt
something.
Is what stabbed you. Because Cynthia's flat shoe.
And then you know when you're crazy, you hit things and you just go out of your place.
I was like, when did that happen?
Yeah,
it wasn't
on her legs.
Fight,
Kim said, you know, everyone breaking this down like it's the damn JFK assassination.
But everybody's stories were like so
all over the place.
Kenya's sitting there crying to her. What is her auntie name? I'll never remember.
She drives me nuts.
Portia was so threatening. Lori, Auntie Lori.
She said, I'm gonna get up. Like she was gonna do something. Like, Kenya, girl, calm down.
My thing is, does Patty Mayonnaise not watch Kenya this whole time? Like, does she not know? Like, she's not true to Kenya. And if you're trying to give someone advice and wanting to build these women up,
give them real advice.
You see,
because I like what Miss Lori tries to do and like implement within the girls. But it's like, if you're gonna do this, Miss Lori, you
have to be real.
You have to be present, and you need to orchestrate it because Kenya can't be.
And you need to be real with
this.
Kenya. Kenya shouldn't even be the one. You should never say to Kenya, "You need to get all the girls together."
But I get why she's doing that. Like but it's like that would be cool if Kenya was like 7 or 12.
Yeah, like Kenya's a grown woman.
Go to school and you you know what I mean, like. Which I did like Peter said that too to Cynthia. Like, in 40 years you ain't fight nobody, go apologize to that girl.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
My favorite tea time though was Candy and Don Juan. I wanted to be in that room.
Don't so upset upset?
Because he
loves his Candy. She's drunk.
But he was real hype. Like, he was like, and what are you doing anyway with all these crazy women? You 18 months pregnant. I was like, boo, you don't have to be that angry.
Well,
like,
wait, but Candy was really like igniting the conversation because she was like, and Portia was like, yo, want me to get up? Yo, want me to get up? Yo, want me to get up? She ain't that dumb. She ain't that dumb. She ain't that dumb. I was dying, and I was just like, gosh. I want to be friends with them. Awesome. Even Carmen, however she has painted me. The three of them, I couldn't with that whole situation. That made me die.
But Dawn was really emotional.
You know, that's my bag.
It's like the second time.
I cannot believe it. I was rewatching it. I watched it twice, and every time I looked at him, I was like, why does Jesse like
kidding.
It? Okay.
It's a joke that I don't know where we stand.
Bad.
Yeah, right?
I mean, he ain't like. But he ain't like garbage.
I think it's more of like he's got new attitude.
I think his extra energy is too much.
Tell me why you're lying. Don't even.
All right, so Peter comes and talks to Cynthia. She only wanted to talk to Peter about this. Said that he said that you may have hurt her.
Don't say that I hurt her. Don't say that I hurt her. You keep saying that I hurt her.
This is like my mom would say some shit like this, and it'd be like, "Bitch, you kicked her."
Yes.
Mom, you kicked her.
Yes.
You kicked her in her face. She is hurt. My mom would be like, "Don't say it like that. It was an accident."
Yes. What do you mean?
That was so funny.
Well, when you kick someone, you're kicking them to hurt them, right?
I was just kicking to get her out of my space.
That's what she said. Bitch.
Like she wasn't trying to hurt her. And Peter's like, why you been so mad?
And now, you know what? I got to go back because there was a time where Cynthia reacted the exact same way, where she was like, "Don't tell me that." And I thought she was bullshit. I can't remember what the incident was. And I thought she was bullshitting because of the way she was reacting. But clearly, this is how Cynthia reacts.
She's like, I'm just trying to be calm. She's like that. She just got in my face, and I have to protect my face.
Yeah.
And
that goes back to what Kim said. You're gonna feel horrible the next day, and that's her regret.
Cynthia agrees she overreacted. And then we get Kenya calls her the Kung Fu Panda, and tells her that she wants to do brunch with all the ladies and feels that Portia should be present at the brunch.
Never in life.
And again, you can take whatever's positive or negative from this situation.
Hey, Kenya, trying to be a big person.
Right, that's what she was
bring everybody together.
But she had to make it about herself.
All the time.
Why do you have to meet with Portia? Because you're jealous that Portia and Cynthia are actually going to be able to rekindle?
She's the queen of the show now.
She's the new Nene.
That's what she has
wants
called
to
herself. And Nene checked her on and on Watch What Happens.
Honey, you the new no.
Nobody.
I'm just kidding. I love Kenya. Says that her and Portia waited so long after the fight dragged out that it didn't even that's why they weren't able to recoil.
No, not why,
she don't trust you.
She don't
exactly.
trust
because you a snake in the grass.
Yeah.
And you've shown your colors too many times.
All the time.
And she's just annoying. She was annoying on the whole boat ride. Like, this is my best friend. I'm doing this with my best friend.
I don't.
Oh my God, get off my boat! Like, you're like 12.
Imagine her at 12 years old at tea party. Like,
awful.
Absolutely not.
She probably would snip people's braids off their hair and be like, "Oh my gosh, girl, your braids fell on the floor."
She was a friend that's like, "No, that's my friend. You can't do that with that friend. That's my friend."
You can't have micro braids in November.
Right.
You're trying to be like me.
Ugh.
we
Candy
only
and
wear
Todd
hoops on Fridays.
Please don't get to this segment. Let's skip over it.
No, okay, Candy and Todd.
I have a lot. Let me get my notes.
Dr. Jackie baby appointment ain't really his. She's the surrogate for Todd, his gay boyfriend lover.
Well, everyone thinks, I think every season, or someone made a comment that I think I put someone gay in every season. Well, I've never said Todd was boyfriend. Gay. I've never said Todd was gay.
No, you just hate him.
I just
and thought he was jobless and lame.
And I think he's just like imbecile.
And you wouldn't be surprised if.
I think he's just not like an entertainer.
I wouldn't put anything past him. I think he would do anything for money.
Oh.
Like his shirt said on this episode, hustler.
All right.
Mama Joyce.
And so she speaks.
Honey. Sip that tea, darling.
We need to get Mama
I would die.
She would drive me nuts, though.
I think it would be amazing. It would be the best.
I would just watch her.
Mama Joyce, we have to wait till her contract up so that way she can really.
Well, she hasn't even been on.
That's true, but I feel like it's 2 years. I don't know about Bravo contracts either.
So they
oxygen
on the baby belly.
So Candy and Todd, they go to Dr. Jackie. Candy has fibroid issues, and she's thinking that it might affect the baby somehow. So they really tried to milk a scene here where the thing wasn't working on her belly.
Like, oh no, is the baby not
dumb. And then clearly I wasn't worried because Todd walked out on a phone call.
Yeah.
And she's upset with that.
Todd could have waited.
Which he could
have. Phone call.
I like. Is he President Obama now, or was he on the phone with President Obama? Like, who in the world could he possibly be talking to that he needs to answer? You knew what time you were going to be filming.
This was an appointment.
You knew what time the appointment was going to be, and you're on the phone talking like blase, blase, blase with whoever you're on the phone. Like, my friend, like my dog. Like, who are you talking to?
Oh my God!
Maybe they're doing a new business deal
for Hollywood Divas.
Atlanta.
Who cares? I don't care. And then when they first walked into the appointment and they sat down, he was like, "Oh, so how's it going with those fibroids? Are you feeling any better?" Like yawning and saying it. Like, is this super contrived or is this just you?
I mean, for this scene, I think this scene was a little stretched out.
Yeah. Well,
I'm
not trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Ordinarily, they would just go in and it's fine, but they're like, "Ooh, we're gonna make some drama." So Todd, you leave, take that call, make it like you're bored, and we go.
It'll go great with the overlying story.
Well, he's making Candy.
Get their baby spinoff.
He's harming Candy's brand because every time we see him, he's not bringing anything to the table.
Girl, they keep getting shows though and keep buying stuff. It ain't hurting them at all. Yeah. Their attention is what is her brand right now. It's like,
but it's making her look
marriage. Bad. I mean, but not really.
Not anymore.
Still,
I mean, we were in that boat last year. At this point, we're like, all right, girl, you chose this.
You want it. Go for it.
So now, when something happens and we're gonna talk about it, like
they probably already inked the deal for the baby special, and then the baby special drama will be that Todd is like, he was never going to be a dad because he didn't have to raise the other girl because he didn't even know about her. So now he is like 45 having his first baby for the first time. So he's going to be bored and not want to deal with it. And it's going to be a pain. And Candy's going to be dramatic and like, oh my God, he doesn't love me and he doesn't want to be around the baby. So they got to have a story. Damn. Build it.
You don't even have to watch it now. You just gave them the whole.
45.
Just gave you your after show already for Candy's baby
special. Is he 45?
He's like 42, maybe. He was in his 40s.
I just want to say this because I just love Aiden. Phaedra and the kids. They are
He's so cute.
He should put cookie dough.
Oh my God. I was just like,
he's the best thing.
She looks exactly like Apollo.
Those two kids made me, because I've been a little irritated with Portia this season. I mean, Miss Phaedra this season. But, once I saw her with Aiden and Dylan, I was like, I love you, Phaedra.
But if you think about it, Phaedra doesn't have any other scenes to film.
That's fine. I love it.
So it just adds the
cute.
fluff.
I love that her and Kim, even though, we know that Phaedra is the part of some damn scam, but on camera, in the world of reality television, I really like Phaedra and Kim, the Mothers Club thing. It's cute. The little, like, back and forth, like, Phaedra's the shady one, and Kim's like, don't say that, girl, but she'll laugh at it.
You want some sweet tea, honey?
It's so cute. I love it. All right. And yes, then we see, but I didn't like, and maybe I took it as shade, and it really wasn't shade, but I took it as shade because it came out of Phaedra, but she said, and Dylan doesn't recollect Apollo.
Which is horrible because...
but it's kind of... I get it,
it's fair.
But you should at least show pictures like, this is your daddy. I hope you should be doing stuff.
I doubt she's doing
They should have did a whole bunch of They should have recorded a whole bunch of videos before he left and, like, prepared
they weren't
for
even
that.
Talking. They were shooting.
I don't know, though, because you don't think Aiden be asking about him and being like, I want to see daddy, and...
I'm sure, because Aiden is
But I'm saying,
smart.
and Phaedra, like, break down and show him pictures or something? Like,
a video,
maybe.
But I don't think it's, like, a regular thing that she's like,
she's like, this is your
dad. Do you want to make a card with your dad? Like, because that's, he has no recollection of the dad at all. He got nothing. She probably don't even show him reruns of Housewives.
Aiden probably playing GTA 5, talking about Dylan that look like daddy.
Right.
Portia Portia and Kenya meet up, and
so weird.
All right, here's just what I have to say about this.
Producers.
No.
Portia looked pretty.
Portia looked really pretty. Kenya, what was you?
Her
your
skin.
boobies were hanging to
and
your
her
waist?
skin looked so, like those
The
potholes.
skin looked rough. But, you know, sometimes we can't control the skin stuff. But you can control the dress. And I'm wondering if she wore the ruffles dress, the Lay's ruffle dress, because she was going to meet up with Portia, and she felt like, oh, I got to give boobs, and I got to be cute like Portia.
It's like you are.
I wasn't feeling the outfit
It looked
at all.
her boobs looked too saggy.
Well,
They
that
looked
too.
heavy as hell. Like, girl, you need to slingshot them mugs and tie them up around your neck because they are not hanging strong right now.
Yeah.
Well, it was so awkward.
But I liked this encounter because I liked that Portia was able to articulate the whole trust thing. Because Portia often just comes off like, and I'm like, girl, just talk. And she straight up was like, I know you don't mean anything good for me, and I don't trust you. And I love that she did that.
And she was so calm.
Yes.
She didn't get outside of herself. And she
Portia, that's unnecessary.
Now you're being hostile, Portia.
No.
Now you're being hostile.
Bitch, let Vivica Fox come on the show.
Don't patronize me, Trick. I know who you are. I'm clear about it. You cannot play
That's
me
a gaggle
anymore.
fest. Portia and Vivica Fox, I want to hear them talk about Miss Kenya.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Portia says she has no compassion. Kenya has no compassion for her, and that's when Kenya says she's being hostile, and Portia outs her for her negative tone. And then Portia said, I will talk to Cynthia because I know she's going through something. And what I'll take from this, whether it's real, raw, whatever, the fact that they were able to sit down, Portia was able to get her
get her voice heard.
And then at the end of it, Portia was still able to say, but I don't fuck with you like that.
Yeah.
But we can keep it cute, and now I'm going to go. And I liked seeing the difference between that connection and then the connection she had with Cynthia. Like the makeup scene.
The only thing that I had a problem with, and I just want the producers to step back for a little bit and let them live and be real, because you could tell at one point Portia was like, I'm done, like I'm about to stand up, and she looked up at one of the producers, and that's when Kenya was like, okay.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
You guys didn't notice? I watched it like 3 times.
I noticed that pause, that awkward pause.
But I knew it was only because they needed that follow-up scene later, and by the time we noticed later, the other women had been sitting there obviously for hours. They even mentioned it. And so you could tell that it was a lot more than what we saw, and Portia really didn't want to leave and have Kenya walk in and announce her friends, when she could just easily call Cynthia and be like, hey girl, let's have a chat. Exactly. But you could tell Kenya didn't really want to say, hey, okay, let's just get it, like let's just smooth this over. And you could tell Portia didn't want to do it, like she didn't want to be there. It's like, I said my piece, I'm calm, I got it all out, let me go. And now you guys are making me go to this next place and put on a show, which it was completely fake.
Because even Cynthia said, I didn't want to do this in front of the peanut gallery. Why are all the girls there? Why are all the girls there?
For them
Portia
to
and Cynthia should talk.
Another problem to happen is basically what that was about.
Because
negativity with everybody sitting there saying, because Kenya would be chiming in like, well, yeah, it was just like when you beat me up or tried to. No, it's not the same situation.
And Phaedra wasn't even there.
No, Phaedra was not there. It's not the same situation, Kenya.
Thank you.
Please stop pretending like you and Portia did not have like a history of bad behavior and negative behavior towards each other. Cynthia and Portia did not have that same history. So the way that fight went down and the way your fight went down were two very separate incidences. So.
And you were antagonizing. Portia and Cynthia were drunk.
Yeah.
Which you could have been drunk. They could have been drunk at the reunion too, but there were no scepters involved. Portia's hand movements and all that stuff. That's like a natural. I don't know. That's to me that I don't know. It's a natural. I'm a very hands person, so
that's
I
the
can
thing.
get
You
that.
get handsy, but when you start,
you just put your hands in your. You be Alanis Morissette. Put that hand in that pocket, y'all.
Right. Your pocket.
And the other one waving a high five.
You can express all you want out this way, but don't do this in my face.
We get to the dinner. Kim and Candy on time. Kim upset.
I got ish to do.
Yeah, girl.
I ain't gonna be messing with these girls no more.
And I read an article last week actually about how she's just like so, and I was like, I can't imagine it, but it kind of proved it right, that she's just like, I don't have time for this. We need to be on schedule. I don't have time to be sitting.
They were trying to call her a diva. Like the news reports and she's a diva. She always wants this, and like it's probably
no. She's like, I thought this was reality TV, and we supposed to really come here and film this and really leave
and
in
not
a
wait for 3 hours
time.
in the Atlanta heat and drink a gallon of peach tea because you guys decided to have a contrived argument. And that's why I keep saying, I wish producers would just step back and bring it back to, I know it's not reality anymore, but bring it back to the old school Atlanta Housewives where it was like natural and you guys were just running around and catching scenes.
I felt this was one of those. Like, I don't know, like Kim to me has brought that. Just seeing somebody in there that would normally be like, this is fucking crazy. Like, y'all, this is not real life. Because, again, 40 years of this. If Cynthia was not on the show, would she have ever hit anybody? We can't say that for sure, but probably not.
Right.
You know, is this really doing a better job for Kenya's career or worse? You know what I mean?
It's giving her a career because she wouldn't have one.
Oh, okay. Cynthia shows up. Kim asks how she is, and
I like that Kim spearheaded every single.
She's trying to go.
She was a peer mediator.
Like, okay, let's get the elephant out the room, bitch. Right. Okay. So you feel bad about that? Yeah, you do? Okay, great. All right, where's the other bitch? Okay.
She does this with her kids. She knows what she's doing.
She's a peer mediator.
Portia and Kenya came in together. Even though whatever, maybe it was contrived or whatever, I don't know, there's just something about I'm glad to see finally some sort of like, whatever, bitch, I can squash it. If that's the case. Kim asked Portia again, where are you right now? And Portia,
you feel all right?
Probably said something, but she ended up...
it looked broken. I had to watch it a few times. It was like, it didn't make sense how they cut that or edited that.
So then Portia and Cynthia go in the back. And they were talking, and I mean, I appreciated it. I thought, although I did laugh when Portia was like, Cynthia said, how are you? She said, a little bruised, but more for me it was the emotional.
When people do that. It's bruising here and there. I had to take like 4 days off of work. But it's like a whole story, but I'm okay.
Yeah. Okay, girl. Your wig is causing more bruising and problems than anything else.
Oh, well, fair enough.
But you could totally tell that they don't really hate each other.
No.
And they really, I'm not going to say they're best of friends.
Portia just wanted to use whatever, like, soreness or whatever that she could to make Cynthia feel bad.
But the funniest part was when they hugged it out and they said bye and Portia was like, ouch, and Cynthia was like, whoa. She was like, just kidding.
No, that was everything.
Kidding.
Kenya tells the girl while they go and having the conversation, Kenya all of a sudden feels like she should just tell them about the conversation she just had with Portia. It just didn't really work, the conversation portion I had, because she does this thing where when she starts talking, she goes backwards in the convo, and Candy checked her out.
I was so glad. Like, shut up, Kenya.
She said, you're real good at seeing everyone else's flaws, but not your own.
Really fessing up to yours, boo.
Well, did she say fessing up or seeing her own flaws? Because that's what she should have said. She should have said fessing up, because I feel like Kenya knows what all her flaws are.
Yeah.
Because
she doesn't care. She uses them for her benefit.
Yeah.
But at the end, Cynthia and Portia make up real cute. On that note, let's head into predictions.
And now, your AFTERBUZZ TV.
This next episode, Lord of mercy, Jesus. It looks like Girls Gone Wild.
They've taken a lot of trips, like a lot of group outings for this one.
Well, because they cut Nene's budget, so they have so much more money to spend.
That is the truth, because she was getting like $1 million a season.
Yeah,
1 point something,
girl,
right?
Girl, that's at least 3 more trips.
Yeah.
Well, they went to Miami, and This looked like another Anguilla trip to me, y'all. I'm excited.
It looks so fun. I can't even believe they brought Tammy.
Braid. I don't know why.
Wait, can we please rewind all the way back to the beginning? Because I forgot about Tammy was even on the boat.
Please, Jesse, can we please? I was like, he's not. I was like, let me talk about it in the recap.
I forgot about her, bitch.
Listen,
she was hiding under deck,
what the hell?
Damn, I meant to pull up the song too. I found the song, yo.
Oh, shut up, or get up, whatever.
What did you think about when you saw Tammy pop her head up?
Okay, listen. Something was very strange about Tammy. Her eyes were bloodshot red. She looked high.
I would have went down and smoked some weed too. Shit, with all that going on.
But she never came back up. No, Tammy was on something. She never came back up. And then she was like, was there any blood or anything? Because I need black Jesus. All I heard was screaming. Tammy is on something. And we're going to find out a little bit more.
Maybe she was getting her new job. Below deck.
Oh, yeah. Maybe she was down there because she does like white guys. She may have been down there with the captain. Oh. Captain!
All right, here we go. So this is Freco and Merlot.
In the boat.
They drop dance.
Everybody know the drop.
Everybody knows the drop.
Isn't that what she said too?
Yeah, she did. No, I don't know. Whatever it was.
Turn up, drop.
Does he look like her?
Is he cute? You can't tell which one it is.
It's two of them. And, yeah,
so Tammy's looking all right.
They look like amigos type of situation. Little colored mohawks and whatnot.
Regular brown boys.
I don't want to comment because they might be under the age of 18, so, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about this Miami trip.
I can't.
Look like some teenagers.
Yeah, on the song, I don't know if it's climbing the Billboard charts or not, but
I mean, maybe.
Portia's booty twerking with her booty out.
She was drunk as hell.
Wait, what was she doing?
I don't know, but I don't think she was conscious.
She looked like she was laying an egg.
And it was just like constant.
But it was slow.
Exactly. That's why I was like, I don't think she was like.
But the funniest part of it all was everyone else's reaction. Like, Lord, what your homegirl up there doing?
Apparently, she found her a boo named Oliver.
It just kept going. And it wasn't like the clip was like her popping. And being like, hey, yeah. She was just like
into it.
With her tramp stamp and her whole crack out. And she was serious though. It was
serious. Intense. Like it was an intense moment.
Yes, it
like
was.
She was trying to work some extra muscles.
Yes, but none like her butt cheeks.
Y'all got all that from the ending.
I watched it.
It was weird.
It was just that whole next episode was super strange. That I was like, I need to make some kind of sense of this. So rewatching it. And the guy's like, what's wrong with your homegirl? And she's over there dirty whining. And then
dirty whine.
Dirty whine.
And then everyone else's reaction was just hilarious.
And they all had their cover-ups on. Like, they were all sitting there like...
Oh, well, someone did not have a cover-up. Miss Phaedra looking like...
Here we go again.
She got her in...
This is more appropriate. She was a grown folks this time.
You guys have me crying over here.
We get Kenya versus some fine dude talking about that apparently he made people feel uncomfortable. And then it looked like the producers start fighting him or something.
And I was like, what? This is like the ghetto version of what happened in New York. Same thing happened in New York.
It looked crazy for Kenya though, because she looked like she put on too much. Like he was like it seemed like they were all cool at one point, and she didn't like something that he probably was talking to another girl, and she wanted him, and so he was like, whoa. She's like, hold on, security!
You're too close to me.
You're too close to me. It looked like she just snapped.
Last time that happened, y'all.
What?
Apollo jumped on top of her friend and was fighting. And she done started again. Somebody barely brace her arm or do something, and she done lost her mind.
Barely breathing. Kim's crying. She wants to go home.
I feel her, man.
I feel her.
She wants her snacks and her book.
She done got through her book, ate her grapes.
Oh, Lord.
She was like, I didn't realize it was going to be like this. I did not know.
And then I'm assuming that some of the big tea come from Sheree asking Tammy if she slept with Bob. Are you serious? Yeah, I am.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting that they're giving the sideliners
so much play. But they did that last season.
Yeah, and they have to give, like, a story to Sheree, like, and the only thing people were caring about. Well, but they brought her back, so she's probably in contention, like trying to get back on the peach line. So
I'm here for Sheree. Well, on that note, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit us up over at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Also, check out our sister site, BlackHollywoodLive.com. You can check out, I do reality check over there. The Beat. Courtney does Fashion 411. We do This Week together. And yeah, you guys can hit me up everywhere on social media at DJ Jesse J.
You guys can always find me on Instagram at Pink English, as well as on Twitter, English Speaks.
And I'm everywhere at Stuart Starlet.
Until next week, same time, same place. Peace.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.